All right, and we're joined right now by Joey Ellis, sports writer at Impact 89 FM Student Radio Station at Michigan State University. We'll talk about Michigan State and their game over the weekend. How's it going, Mr. Ellis?
It's going great, Mr. Sayfie. Going pretty well.
What would you say your overall takeaways are from the game, 30-6 loss against Wisconsin at home on Saturday?
I definitely say in that game there was a bunch of warning signs that Wisconsin really exposed throughout that game, and I don't know, it's a lot of question marks that they have to assess in this coming week before heading into Indiana.
All right. Let's talk about Tyler O'Connor. Struggled a bit in the game. 18 completions on 38 attempts, 224 yards through 3 interceptions. Do you think he's going to be consistent enough to, possibly run the table here and compete for the Big Ten East and get back to Indianapolis like they did last year?
It's hard to say. Sitting in on the press conference after the game, someone brought up if the coach, he wanted to look at a different option at quarterback, and Coach Antonio, he dismissed that, said he's going to be sticking with O'Connor. That had nothing to do with that. But it's definitely a bit concerning, especially in that game. He looked pretty sharp against Notre Dame, but a relatively weak secondary that they had there. And then Wisconsin really exploited them on Saturday. I mean, he threw for 3 interceptions. He was just really, he looked really like he was struggling against Wisconsin's pressure. The O-line didn't really hold up all that well, and Wisconsin was able to get in the backfield and make it uncomfortable on O'Connor to really hit his receivers, who a lot of times are pretty open. He just sailed them long.
Yeah, talk about the offensive line. They allowed 4 sacks on O'Connor, so I thought that was a question mark coming into the season, losing 2 guys to the NFL. And then see if they can protect O'Connor. And then also Wisconsin stuffed the run, only 75 total rush yards for Michigan State. L.J. Scott had a decent game, 14 carries for 61 yards, but wasn't able to get in the end zone.
Yeah, the run game definitely has still been kind of a question mark. Scott shown at times that he can be a load in the backfield, Madre London and Gerald Holmes as well. But I don't know, the offensive line definitely couldn't block as well as they'd want to. They started pretty young on the line. They started Theo Latusu, who played in the first quarter, and he was at left guard, and he had a tough time in there. They had quite a bit of young guys in on the O-line, I think a bit more than Coach Antonio wanted.
And how would you, moving to the other side of the ball, how would you assess the play of the defensive front? Not as deep as years past. I still like Malik McDowell in there. He's a stud, but, Wisconsin kind of had their way a little bit running the ball. Not too bad. How would you assess how they played on Saturday?
The defense, Malik McDowell really wasn't a factor at all. I think he only ended the game. He had maybe 1 tackle. Obviously missing Riley Bullough, who kind of anchors that defense, definitely was a big loss. Secondary really got exploited. I mean, Wisconsin's receivers just had their will in the secondary and got open when they had to. And their freshman quarterback making his first start on the road played a heck of a game. Put all the passes where he needed to.
Yeah, Hornibrook was 16 for 26, 195 yards. Now moving on, they play Indiana on the road, back in the state of Indiana after beating Notre Dame last week. How do you like the matchup against Indiana? Night game in Bloomington. Indiana kind of banged up playing with the backup quarterback. How would you look at that matchup?
Yeah, it's going to be, no matchup in the Big Ten is a walkover. Indiana definitely, after coming off a loss to Wake Forest last week, they're definitely going to come out wanting to kind of rebound back. And, we'll see how it goes. They have a pretty tough, high up-tempo offense. So it will be interesting if MSU's stamina is going to really hold up throughout the game.
Yeah, I agree, and they kind of spread you out, so it's going to challenge the pass defense again this week. Joey Ellis from Impact 89 FM. He's a sports writer at the Student Radio Station at Michigan State. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.